The Economy of Machinery and Manufactures by Charles Babbage 1832. Chapter 18. Of Raw Materials. 210. Although the cost of any article may be reduced in its ultimate analysis to the quantity of labor by which it was produced, yet it is usual, in a certain state of the manufacture of most substances, to call them by the term raw material. Thus iron, when reduced from the ore and rendered malleable, is in the state fitted for application to a multitude of useful purposes, and is a raw material out of which most of our tools are made. In this stage of its manufacture, but a moderate quantity of labor has been expended on the substance, and it becomes an interesting subject to trace the various proportions in which raw material, in the sense of the term, and labor unite to constitute the value of many of the productions of the arts. 211. Gold leaf consists of a portion of the metal beaten out to so great a degree of thinness, as to allow a greenish blue light to be transmitted through its pores. About 400 square inches of this are sold, in the form of a small book containing 25 leaves of gold, for 1s. 6d. In this case, the raw material, or gold, is worth rather less than 2/3 of the manufactured article. In the case of silver leaf, the labor considerably exceeds the value of the material. A book of 50 leaves, which would cover above 1,000 square inches, is sold for 1s. 3d. 212. We may trace the relative influence of the two causes above referred to, in the prices of fine gold chains made at Venice. The sizes of these chains are known by numbers, the smallest having been in 1828 number 1, and the numbers 2, 3, 4, etc., progressively increasing in size. The following table shows the numbers and the prices of those made at that time. 1 asterisk. The first column gives the number by which the chain is known, the second expresses the weight in grains of 1 inch in length of each chain, the third column the number of links in the same length, and the last expresses the price, in francs worth 10 pence each, of a Venetian braccio, or about 2 English feet of each chain. Phoenician gold chains. Price of a Venetian braccio, equal to weight of number of links to feet 1/8 inch number 1 inch, in grains in 1 inch English 0.44 98 to 160 francs 1.5690 to 41 and 1/2.77 88 26 2.99 84 23 1.46 70 to 24 1.61 64 21 5 2.09 64 23 6 2.61 60 24 7 3.36 56 27 8 3.65 56 29 9 3.72 56 30 to 10 5.35 50 34 24 9.71 30 to 60. Amongst these chains, that numbered 0 and that numbered 24 are exactly of the same price, although the quantity of gold in the latter is 22 times as much as in the former. The difficulty of making the smallest chain is so great, that the women who make it cannot work above 2 hours at a time. As we advance from the smaller chain, the proportion of value of the work to the worth of the material becomes less and less, until at the numbers 2 and 3, these two elements of cost balance each other, after which, the difficulty of the work decreases, and the value of the material increases. 213. The quantity of labor expended on these chains is, however, incomparably less than that which is applied in some of the manufactures of iron. In the case of the smallest Venetian chain the value of the labor is not above 30 times that of the gold. The pendulum spring of a watch, which governs the vibrations of the balance, costs at the retail price 2 pence, and weighs 15/100ths of a grain, whilst the retail price of a pound of the best iron, the raw material out of which 50,000 such springs are made, is exactly the same sum of 2 pence. 214. The comparative price of labor and of raw material entering into the manufactures of France, has been ascertained with so much care, in a memoir of M. Aaron de Villefos, Recherches Statistiques, Suter les Métaux de France. 2 asterisk. That we shall give an abstract of his results reduced to English measures. The facts respecting the metals relate to the year 1825. In France the quantity of raw material which can be purchased for 1 pound, when manufactured into silk goods, is worth 2 pounds and 37 pence. Broadcloth and woolens 2.15, hemp and cables 3.9, for linen comprising thread laces 5.00, cotton goods 2.44. The price of pig lead was £1 1s per cwb, and lead of the value of £1 sterling became worth when manufactured into sheets or pipes of moderate dimensions 1 pound. 25 white lead 2.60 ordinary printing characters 4.90 the smallest type 28.30. The price of copper was £5 to s. per cwd. Copper worth 1 pound became when manufactured into copper sheeting 1 pound and 26 pence household utensils 4.77 common brass pins tin 2.34 rolled into plates covered with 1/20 silver 3.56 woven into metallic cloth, each square inch of which contains 10,000 meshes 52.23. The price of tin was £4 12s. per cwd. Tin worth 1 pound when manufactured into leaves for silvering glass became 1 pound and 73 pence household utensils 1.85. Quicksilver cost £10 16s. per cwd. Quicksilver worth 1 pound when manufactured into vermilion of average quality became 1 pound and 81 pence. Metallic arsenic cost 1 pound 4s. per cwd. Arsenic worth 1 pound when manufactured into white oxide of arsenic became 1 pound and 83 pence. Sulphuret orpiment 4.26. The price of cast iron was 8s. per cwd. Cast iron worth 1 pound when manufactured into household utensils became 2 pounds. Machinery 4.00 ornamental as buckles, etc. 45.00 bracelets, figures, buttons, etc. 147.00. 8ar iron cost 1 pound 6s. per cwd. Bar iron worth 1 pound when manufactured into agricultural instruments became 3 pounds and 57 pence. Barrels, musket 9. 10 barrels of double-barrel guns, twisted and damask 238.08 blades of penknives 657.1 for razor. Cast steel 53.57 saber, for cavalry, infantry, and artillery, etc. from 9.25 to 16.07 of table knives 35.70 buckles of polished steel, used as jewelry 896.66 clothiers pins 8.03 door latches and bolts from 4.85 to 8.50 files, common 2.55 flat, cast steel 20.44 horseshoes 2.55 iron, small slit, for nails 1. 10 metallic cloth, iron wire, number 80 96.71 needles of various sizes from 17.33 to 70.85 reeds for weaving 3 for EHS calico 21.87 saws frame of steel 5. 12 for wood 14.28 scissors, finest kind 446.9 for steel, cast 4.28 cast, in sheets 6.25 cemented 2.41 natural 1.42 sword handles. Polished steel 972.82 tinned iron from 2.04 to 2.34 wire, iron from 2.14 to 10.71. 215. The following is stated by M.D. Villafos to be the price of bar iron at the forges of various countries. In January, L. 825 per ton pounds SD. France 2610 Belgium and Germany 1614 Sweden and Russia, at Stockholm and St. Petersburg 1313 England, at Cardiff 1010. The price of the article in 1832 was 500. M.D. Villafos states that in France bar iron, made as it usually is with charcoal, costs 3 times the price of the cast iron out of which it is made, whilst in England, where it is usually made with coke, the cost is only twice the price of cast iron. 216. The present price L 832 of lead in England is £13 per ton, and the worth of 1 pound of it manufactured into milled sheet lead becomes pounds L.08. The present price of cake copper is £84 per ton, and the worth of 1 pound of it manufactured into sheet copper becomes 1 pound and 11 pence. Notes. 1. A still finer chain is now manufactured 1832. 2. Memoirs de l'Institut. 1826.